Hey, what's up, everybody? Grant Weiss here, and today I'm going to show you how to sell $1 million of real estate in 90 days using Facebook ads. I'm really excited to jump in, and so let's get started. Today, I'm going to teach you three really simple things. I'm going to show you how to generate leads, how to build a brand, and how to convert clients. If you can master these three things, you will literally never have to worry about making money in real estate. Opportunity will always be there for you, but a lot of people struggle. There's a lot of very traditional ways to go out there and grow a business. And so today I'm going to show you how to do it using Facebook ads in a far more simplistic way so you can get results much faster. If you follow every step of this training, you will be able to sell $1 million of real estate in the next 90 days. It's very simple. It's not complex. And thanks to a lot of the incredible technology we have today, what it used to take you 3, 4, 5 years to do, you can now literally do in a matter of months. So some quick notes. I have nothing to sell you. There's not a pitch at the end of this. So you don't have to worry about any of that. I'm just going to give you all of my best stuff. Please remove all distractions. So if you focus in for the next few minutes, you're going to learn a lot, and it's going to be a lot. It's going to kind of be like, probably drinking water from a fire hose. So please make sure you don't have any distractions. If you miss something, you might not implement this thing the right way, and you might not get the desired result. Also, lastly, knowledge is not power. I don't know who told you that. Applied knowledge is power. Knowing stuff really is irrelevant. If you don't go out there and actually use what it is that you've learned, none of this presentation you're about to watch and none of any other presentation you're about to watch or may watch in the future will matter. Please take action from this. I'm not holding anything back from you here. I'm giving you everything I've used to help thousands of people like you. If you will just take action, you will get results from this. Quick backstory. My name is Grant Weiss. For the last few years, I have personally coached over 4,000 people at a really high level in real estate to use the system you're about to learn for free. I've helped sell billions of dollars of real estate as a result. And I have traveled all over the country, spoken on all the major stages. I've spoken at Gary Vee's events. I've spoken at Emmons events. I've spoken at NAR's events. I've been all over the world all over the country speaking about how to go out there and generate clients without cold calling, door knocking, or sending out junk mail with some of the more traditional ways of doing business. So if you focus in here, you're going to learn some really simple stuff that's going to have a major impact on your business. So let's dive into this. Step one, generate leads. I want you to remember this rule for the rest of your marketing life. Always, always, always remember, give people what they want, not what they need. Okay, that's really important. Give people what they want, not what they need. Most real estate agents make a mistake by going out there and just talking about real estate nonstop to people who really, for the most part, don't have any interest in real estate. And to go out into a market and identify the people that are the most interested in what you have to offer, simply put out a lead magnet or some type of lead generation campaign, which I'm getting ready to show you, and attract the people instead of chase people. Attract the people that actually want to buy and sell. So you're talking to people that are actually interested in using your services. Okay. Rule number one, give people what they want, not what they need. This is crucial to your success. In real estate, buyers and sellers really want two very simple things, okay? They want to know how much their home is worth right now, and they want to know what types of homes are for sale in their area. I know that sounds earth-shattering, and it might even be the opposite. It might sound like way too simple, but this is how companies like Zillow and Truly and Realtor.com got massive. They took the data that real estate agents were providing them and gave it for free to the end user, and that's how they got so much attention. Write this down. Attention is the currency of sales. Steve Passanelli quoted that. He's the chief marketing officer at BombBomb. Attention is the currency of sales. Zillow has so much attention. Okay, it's why they're a threat to a lot of real estate agents. If you will simply just give people what they want, a lead magnet, essentially something that they want, they will give you their information day in and day out. And that's what's going to happen when you implement this campaign. You'll start collecting names, email addresses, and phone numbers like clockwork, okay, so that you can start following up with people to convert them. When you're generating leads, all you really got to do is give the user one of those two things. Now, my favorite strategy is something called the homes list. It's where you give your user a list of properties that are available in the market. There's a couple of hacks to doing this, okay? So if you go to the MLS in your MLS, do a little bit of research in the stats section, and you want to identify the median price point of homes sold in the last 90 days. That's going to show you where all the turnover in the market is happening. It's going to show you exactly where everybody is buying and selling. That's the price point you want to use in your ads. And to advertise this, it's really, really very simple. You want to, I'm going to try to zoom in here and give you a nice look at this. You want to say, look, attention, whatever area, create a free report of homes priced under the median price point that you identified in the MLS. Some of these and many of these options have home buyer programs available. Click the button below to view these. You just go to the MLS and grab a picture of properties that might be available within your market, and you can create a collage image on a cool little free app called Canva. Go to canva.com, and that image can be what you use to advertise. And you'll see in all of these examples, they're different from market to market, the price points are. But that median price point of homes that is available is the target price point you want to put in. And if you'll do that, it doesn't matter what the price point is. It can be 100K, it can be $1 million. You're going to generate leads in every single market that you try this in, because people want to look at homes, even sellers, and the median price point is where everybody's looking. And so it gives you this flurry of new opportunity that rushes into your business. So here's some quick setup notes. What you want to do is you want to use a Facebook lead form ad. So if you go to Facebook, go to the ads manager, click the create ad button, and then you want to create a lead form ad. And when you're creating your ad, it's really important that you select the special ads category and choose housing, because you are in a special advertising category. If you don't do that, Facebook will reject your ad. So it's really important to choose that. And then for targeting, when you go to target your ad, you want to use this setup. So tier 1 of the ad targeting should be homes.com, realtor.com, Trulia, and Zillow, and then real estate broker. And then tier 2 of your ad targeting should be FHA insured loan. And I don't have to read the rest. You can obviously read these. Now, you might be asking, okay, Grant, what's tier 1 and tier 2? So we actually narrow our ad targeting. So the first interests that we'll put in are these 5. And then we'll click right below the targeting is a little button that says narrow audience. And then we actually select that, and then we enter the rest of these interests. And what Facebook's going to do is they're going to take people that are interested from the first audience and then people interested from the second audience, and they're going to target their ads to more qualified or more quality type people that are in your target market, because they're pulling from 2 different data pools. Okay, so that's really, really, really important. So when you implement this targeting in your area, you're going to come up with tens of thousands of people that are potential prospects that you'll target your ad to. And it's pretty simple. When the leads start coming in from that ad, you want to make sure that they go into a CRM. There's a lot of great options out there, and that they should go into automated emails, text, and call campaigns to be followed up with. Where a lot of agents make mistakes is they don't have any systems to follow up with people, CRM, automations, emails, text, those types of things. And they'll start generating a ton of leads, and they'll basically fail at converting because they can't appropriately and effectively follow up with those people. Most agents really only have the infrastructure to follow up with like 30 leads a month, but they'll go out and they'll generate like 200 or 300, and they'll make these massive mistakes because there's no way they can keep up with all those people. So you want to make sure that when you're building the ad that I just showed you, you connect that lead form to your CRM. Most CRMs today have an integration with Facebook, so that when those leads come in, they enter some automations and that follow-up process can begin. So that's how you generate some leads. Step 2 of this process is you want to build a brand. This is a relationship-based industry, okay? So you want to make sure you're building a relationship with the leads you are generating. That is so crucial. So many agents are transactionally minded. We don't want to focus on that. We want to focus on building relationships. Relationships will take you farther than any transaction ever will. If you build a relationship with people, you can have a client forever. If you just try to get a transaction, it's going to be a one and done, and you're going to have to constantly be cycling through trying to generate new customers. Every deal you do in real estate should be worth at least 2 more, meaning you should provide such an incredible experience that the person you did business with wants to refer you to other people. And where I think a lot of people make a mistake is that they only think that the experience is created once somebody's under contract. And that's actually the opposite. The experience that you want to create starts from the moment somebody meets you, when they become a lead. And they don't have any idea who you are. You want to start to build a relationship with those people by creating an incredible experience, incredible marketing experience. And make your service, literally extend the service that you offer your customers. It's probably amazing, all the way out to the marketing process. So as they go through your marketing, as they go through your sales process and actually become a customer, they've had an insanely valuable experience. Okay. As leads come into your business, you want to do something really important, which is create what Facebook calls a custom audience. So when leads come into your business or they engage with the lead form from the lead ad you created, Facebook allows you to create what they call a custom audience. Well, you want to create that audience, and I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second, and you want to target video-related content to those people, okay? So here is how you create the custom audience. When you get into your Facebook account, you should see some ads and a dashboard that might look like this. You actually want to go right over here to this little business tools section, and then you want to go to audiences. Now, when you get in here, you're going to create a custom audience of people that engaged with your lead form. This is really simple. So if you click right here, it says create audience, custom audience, and then you want to select lead form as the source. You'll hit next. And then I always like to create the audience of anybody that engaged with the form. That way I'm remarketing to the maximum amount of people. But what you want to do is you want to typically select the form itself that you are working with. So if it's your homes list lead form or whatever that might look like, when you created a lead ad, typically you created a sorry, I'm trying to find the right page here. Typically you created a lead form and then you gave it a name. So it's like homes list under 450. Let's just say that's the name. Or for her, it's homes list 900 to 1 million. Whatever that might be, you click that form, and then once you do that, retention, so keep people in that audience for 90 days is fine. And then you hit create audience. So if I come in here, I grab the homes list there, and then make sure everything is selected, name it, homes list remarketing audience, and then I can click create audience. And then that audience will populate in your account so that you can now set up remarketing campaigns within the platform. So I'm going to delete that because I just wanted to show you how to do it really quickly. And then, so now what we want to do is start creating video content to target to those people. And as leads start to fill into that custom audience, you can do that. So remarketing, people ask all the time, what is remarketing? Remarketing is simply marketing to somebody over and over and over again until they decide to hire you. You may have, like in the past, gone to a platform like Amazon and tried to buy a product, and then all of the sudden you went back because you didn't buy that product, and now Amazon is showing you more ads on Facebook or Instagram to try to get you to come back to buy the product. Well, that's remarketing. They're essentially retargeting you with ads based on what you were searching for. Well, when somebody opts in to become a lead in your business, you want to remarket to those people to start to build a relationship with them. If you can use remarketing with some simple video ads, you would be amazed at what types of relationships you can build. Now, there's so many insane reasons why video works and works so well, but you need nothing more than your cell phone and like a little bit of a how-to or strategy here, and I'm going to give that to you, to go create these ads that'll help you really go out and build relationships at scale. Because right now, a lot of what we're hearing is, I can convert leads, but nobody's answering my phone, nobody's responding to my text, nobody's opening my email. So how do I convert leads if I can't even get them to talk to me? And this is where remarketing has helped us increase our clients' conversion rates by as much as 200 to 300%, because we instantly, as soon as a lead comes into your business, we put you in front of, or you put yourself right in front of that lead, and it's in video format. And so they actually get to see you, they get to listen to you, they get to hear your expertise and hear your story and see social proof, which obviously are the types of videos you want to create, and they get to start to create a relationship with you. So the three types of videos that I recommend are basically personal or some form of introduction. If you can in 60 to 90 seconds answer the question, why do you sell houses? That is a perfect video. I know that sounds so simple, but the system is simple. And that's what we love about it. So pull out your phone. My name is Grant Wise, and I love to sell houses because X, because I went to buy a house 5 years ago. I had an awful experience, and I never wanted anybody to have to go through that. So that's why I got into real estate. Or I was, from the time I was like 15 years old, I grew up in real estate, and I always wanted to be a real estate agent. And finally, when I turned 18, I became an agent, and blah, blah, blah. Whatever your little story is, tell it in 60 to 90 seconds, and that would be a great introductory type video. Second piece of content is educational. People want to know that you're an expert, and video allows you to demonstrate your expertise. It's a great quote from my friend Mike Cuevas, the real estate marketing dude. But if you can think of okay, in the last 30 to 60 days, write down right now with like a pen and paper, what are the top 3 questions that I've been asked about buying or selling a property? Each of those questions would make a great 60 to 90 second video where you're just answering that question. And if you can do that, what will happen is as people start to see your videos because they're in your remarketing audiences, they'll literally start to see, they'll be able to create a connection with you because they saw your why video, your introductory video, and then they'll be able to see information and education from you, which if you're answering questions that everybody else is asking, these leads probably have the same questions, right? So if they're seeing this content, they start to see I had that question. It starts to build you up as an expert in their mind. And that's really powerful. The last video is social proof. We need third-party validation. It's not enough for you to say how good you are. We need somebody else to validate what you're saying, which is why most people, when they learn about a new product or something like that, they go read reviews. Well, who's the people giving reviews about you? Are you showing those to your potential customers? And if not, you're making a mistake, because those testimonials will be the greatest sales tools you ever have. What we want is that you are literally working with people that are ready to do business with you. And if they've watched your video content, they've built a relationship with you, when they're calling you or you're calling them, typically they're sold on you already. And that's the power of having a system that does this instead of cold calling all day or knocking doors. You're doing a lot of one-to-one interacting. When you're using remarketing, specifically targeting videos to people that have become leads of yours, you're building this massive database or sphere of influence, and you're living in front of them every single day, adding value. They build this incredible relationship with you. They're already sold on you, okay? Then you just have to get to the deal closing phase. And so here's some great examples of video ads. On the left, you've got hey, this is who I am, so what I do, this is why I love it, blah, blah, blah video, introductory video. On the middle, you've got an educational piece of content. On the far right, you got some social proof. So really, this is what the ads would look like on Facebook. Obviously, these would probably be shown on Instagram too if they're under some of the video thresholds. But these videos are what would allow you to create relationships with the leads you're generating in an incredible yet leveraged way, so that when you talk to these buyer-seller leads, they're already sold on you. And that's what we want. We want people that are already indoctrinated to who we are, what we do, why we do it, and they know that we can help them. And that makes the sales process so much easier. So step 3, convert clients. You want to turn your business into a client-generating machine so you never have to worry about where your next deal is coming from. I see agents do this day in and day out. They'll work so hard to generate opportunity and build a pipeline, and they'll grind it on the phones, and they'll knock the doors, and they'll do all of those different types of things. And then what happens every single time is they don't build any systems around how they're doing those things, and they'll just focus all of their attention off of generating new customers and on to servicing the needs of the customers they got. And what happens is they end up closing the business, they get these big paydays, and then boop, crap, I forgot to build a system, and I for the last 2 or 3 months, I've just been servicing the needs of my customers, and my pipeline's empty, and now I have to start all over again. And they just ride this insane roller coaster of production highs and lows. Sell 1 home this month, 3 the next, none for 2 months. It's such a vicious cycle. And so when you can build systems, generating leads, building a brand, and converting, you get that done in a more systematic way. You literally have a machine that 24/7 will help you generate new customers. So the goal when you bring more leads into your business and you remarket them is to generate appointments. Okay, that's what most of the real estate gurus would tell you to do. Make calls, set appointments, get people over the phone. Well, that's true in nature. Like the thing is like you want to build systems that are doing that stuff for you. So your calls, your texts, your emails, your videos, all of that should drive somebody to want to have a meeting with you. Whether that's like a 10-minute discovery call on a Zoom or an in-person meeting at Starbucks, or you're going to list a property, every action you take should be driving people to one central call to action, which is to have a meeting with you. Okay, if you can create a consistent sales process, you'll never have to worry about confusing people. And I think people make that a huge mistake by, hey, call me or text me or email me or look me up on social or go to my YouTube channel or book an appointment or do all these different types of things. What happens when you do that is, you give people a ton of options, but we live in a society that craves the options it has. It hates making decisions. So if you make somebody's brain work too hard, which is something you can do, it can burn too many calories, it literally will give up on whatever it was you were trying to get it to do. So you have to develop one consistent call to action. If you want that to be call me, then make that the call to action everything you do. If you want it to be text me or email me or book an appointment or go whatever, it's got to be consistent. Okay? Everything should align so that there's one point of entry whenever somebody wants to actually start going through that sales process with you. The goal here is to simply add more value to them than all the other agents in your market before they actually interact with you. And if you do that, you'll win big. When you build a system like this, what happens is you essentially enter this optimization phase. So if you leave this little training that I did for you and you go put this stuff in place, you're going to get it all built and you made this big, huge addition to your business, this big change. Then you're going to start basically turning the little dials. You're going to start optimizing this system for a few weeks. Real estate is a cyclical business. It doesn't matter if you put out a Facebook ad today and you generate a customer or you go knock a door or you make a call. It's a 90-day process, okay? It's not going to happen overnight. So what we want to do over the next few weeks is we want to optimize the things that we're doing, okay? The calls, the texts, the emails. You want to change the text message, adjust the emails, change your call script or your call strategy in general. I don't really believe in scripts, but your relationship building strategy, your videos, make sure that they're doing good. You want to literally just make these little daily micro adjustments to the system. And so at the end of 4 to 6 weeks, we go into what I call deal hunting phase, right? We are trying to close that one deal. We should be under contract. We should be headed towards a closing table. And if you just focus your attention and energy, you'll be there. You'll definitely be there. What we're trying to identify is what we call markers of predictability over that 4 to 6 week time frame, over that 6 week to 90 day time frame. Markers of predictability. What's my cost per lead? What's my cost per appointment? What's my cost per contract? What's my cost per close? Those metrics will change everything for you. Okay? These numbers will show you exactly how to grow and scale your company to sell as many homes per month as you would like. This is the secret, okay? This is like, there's no other way to say it. Like, this is legitimately the formula for growing and scaling your company. What's my cost per lead? So I know how much money I have to spend to get opportunity. What's my cost per appointment? So I know how much money I need to spend in advertising to get to face-to-face with somebody. What's my cost per contract? And then what's my cost per close? If you know, for example, that if you spend $500 in advertising, you're going to close a deal and make like $5,000. Okay, that's a 10x return. But the more valuable thing there is that you now know how to go out and sell 5 homes a month, 10 homes a month, 20 homes a month, because you understand how much you need to invest to get your desired result. And that's what's so powerful, okay? This is going to show you exactly what you need to do to sell $1 million of real estate in 90 days. For some people, it's 1 deal. For some people, it's 3 deals. For some people, it's 5 deals. But the point is if you can understand your cost per lead and then how many leads you need to get an appointment and how many appointments to a contract, how many contracts to a close, you'll know exactly what formula to put in place to sell $1 million of real estate in your market in 90 days. And I literally just gave you everything that you needed to do it, okay? The lead generation strategies, the video strategies, how to set up the custom audiences, all that stuff. It's incredibly simple. Now all you have to do is go implement it, because if you can sell... if you figure out how many homes you need to sell $1 million of real estate, you can then extend that. Say, okay, it's been 90 days. I've sold 2 or 3 homes. Maybe I sold $1 million of real estate, but now I know how to repeat this success. And I think that's what a lot of people really don't do. If you can build a system that will help you sell $1 million in real estate, you can build a system that will help you sell $100 million of real estate. And this is where people don't go all in. Okay, when you find something that works and works well, go all in and build a machine that will help you sell as many homes per month as you could possibly want. So you could change your life, you could change your family's life, you can create freedom, you can really provide the way that I know you've always probably dreamed of. And a system like this, a client generation system, can help you do those things. Okay, so today you learned how to generate leads, showed you the ad strategies to do it, gave you the targeting. If there's anything else that you'd like me to cover, just comment below if there's a place for you to do that, and I'll make sure that you have access to it. Build a brand, how to build a brand with video remarketing so that you can target your content to people you know are interested in buying and selling property, and then how to convert, running those people through automations and emails and text, and making sure that you have a really simple sales process, and then of course creating predictability by understanding what your numbers are so that you can go out there and turn your business into a client generating machine. It's time to go do these things. This is a really fast video. I kind of hovered through these things, but I have found that people sometimes make things far too complicated. And again, I don't have anything to sell here. I just wanted to come on and contribute, add value, give you some simple answers you need to go out there and grow your business. If you thought this was valuable, please, I would love to hear from you. Connect with me at LightGrantWise on Facebook, on Instagram, I believe on LinkedIn and YouTube as well. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more consistent, relevant content. We have a couple podcasts. You can get on our email list. So if you want like valuable tips consistently, whatever it is, I didn't come here to do this for the followers or for the sales or anything like that. I just wanted to jump on here and add some value to your business in a really simple way. And this 30 minutes, I've had people go through this training, come back to me and say, man, thank you so much for that, because I went and used it. And because of that, I made 6 figures last year. I know without question, for whether it's somebody that is paid to learn how to do this with me or somebody that has not just gone through the free stuff, if you use what you learn, you will make money from this. If I can help you, I would love to connect with me across any of these platforms that you'd like, and I'd love to support you. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will talk to you soon.